Hey, what's up, e-skaters? Vic here with Verreal electric skateboard. Every year, we bring to the community one or two boards. This year, in 2023, we are proud to introduce to you the Verreal ACE electric skateboard. As you can see, this is a very compact dual bell drive electric skateboard. It's powered by a 12S Hobbywing ESC, a 12S2P 8 amp hour 345.6 watt-hour battery pack made out of Samsung 40T battery cells, and two Hobbywing 5255 motors. Now let's get into details. First, we have the Hobbywing 5255 motors. The reason we chose Hobbywing 5255 motors over other motors is that these motors have proven on tens of thousands of other electric skateboards to be highly reliable, and the malfunction rate is really nothing compared with that of other motors. Another reason we chose Hobbywing 5255 motors is that we also use the Hobbywing 12S ESC on the Verreal ACE electric skateboard. The 12S Hobbywing ESC has been perfectly tuned as per every parameter of the Hobbywing 5255 motors, so that these two can work seamlessly and provide an amazing riding experience. That has brought us to the Hobbywing ESC. If you have done some work on motor control technologies, you would know Hobbywing is among the best motor control technology providers in the markets. Their ESC for electric skateboards provide a very smooth and predictable riding experience. Their ESC accelerates and brakes like your gas pedals and brake pedals on a new car. We used to use Lingyi ESC on some of our boards. However, over the years, we found out the failure rates with Lingyi ESC is so much higher than that of Hobbywing ESC. That being said, Verreal ACE is really gonna be able to provide you with an exceptional riding experience. And our thousands of test riding has just shown that. After that, it's our 12S2P 8 amp hour 345 watt-hour battery pack made out of Samsung 40T battery cells. As you may know, Samsung 40T battery cells are one of the best cells for electric skateboards. Each of Samsung 40T battery cells is able to discharge 40 amps at 10C discharge rate. Two parallels of the Samsung 40T battery cells are discharging 80 amps. This is well above the 30 amps requirements of the Hobbywing ESC. Another reason we chose Samsung 40T battery cells is that the consistency of Samsung 40T battery cells performance is really good. These cells are so balanced in terms of the voltage, current, and resistance. Their results are almost the same in those categories. This ensures that there won't be one or a few cells that have higher voltage and lead to the entire battery pack being charged up. Well, in fact, most cells have not been fully charged up because the charger cannot continue to overcharge those few cells with higher voltage when they are fully charged up. This impacts your range a lot and should be taken into consideration seriously. You probably think that is a really fat enclosure. Yes, it is a fat one, but we think it's a sacrifice worth making for more range. Many of our counterparts are using split enclosure on short boards, but we think it's not as good looking as a single one underneath a short board like Verreal ACE. Verreal ACE Enclosure has the aluminum heatsink integrated to the enclosure. It is made of nylon and fiberglass. It is extremely high strength and won't break, even getting hit hard by big storms on the streets. This enclosure is also very spacious. A 14S 2P 21700 battery pack can also fit inside. This enclosure is also highly water resistant. As you can see, we used a very thick silicone gasket to seal off the enclosure and the deck. The power button, charge port, and the cable hose are all sealed off by silicone material. This improves the water resistance of this board, but we still recommend our riders avoid water, wet roads, and surfaces at all times. Another thing that I'd like to direct your attention to is the 2mm EVA foam grip tape. This EVA foam grip tape serves as a cushion when you get vibration from the streets in riding. It helps filter and dampen the vibrations. It's a very nice little thing that we think you should have, even though it's more expensive for us. Verreal ACE is 75 centimeters or 29.5 inch long, 30 centimeters wide, wheel to wheel, and 16 centimeters high. It comes stock with 2 riser pads in the front and also the rear truck. The wheelbase is 50 centimeters. Last, let's talk about the price. Unlike our counterparts selling short boards with same Hobbywing ESC, same Hobbywing motors, but with much smaller battery pack, with only 175 watt-hours or 180 watt-hours for over $649, $700, and some even selling over $900. Verreal Electric Skateboards introduces Verreal ACE electric skateboard with 90mm PU wheels at $599 and Verreal ACE with 105mm cloud wheel at $699. $50 discount code is also available for the first 50 customers. Alright guys, happy skateboarding, safe skateboarding. We wish you a lot of fun and thrill in this e-skate season. Bye bye!